And would you say on average, so I totally understand about like the top of the luxury and 25 car garage, that is not your average listing. And though let's say a listing that is still unique and wonderful, let's say Darien, Connecticut, they have beautiful, absolutely, great architectural details. Would you say that your agents, especially recently since, during pandemic and such, would you say that your agents are including more products and services? Like, photography is a given. You are doing floor plans, and you have been for so long. 3D tours you've been doing for years and years when no one else really was doing it. But what other products, like, are they now investing more resources, more time into their marketing strategy?
Well, I think, as we're, in the tail end or what have you of the pandemic and have been dealing with the last year and a half of a different way of approaching business, we have found that the approach to business that we should be concentrating more on is being as transparent as we can and providing as much information at the point of search, not at the point of find. And the point of search is that providing everyone the most transparent experience that gives them the ability to do a virtual walkthrough of that home at a moment's notice when you're at the comfort of your own home and you actually toured that space. Our job as real estate professionals is to prepare that space for sale, to make it as attractive as it possibly can. And I think that's what's so great about so many of the Brown Harris Stevens agent is they tend to have a background on staging and interior design and prep. So if you do that to your home, you can present and be fully transparent on every room of that home. I think that we have a responsibility to the buyers out there that are going through an incredibly stressful experience to provide either an emotional attachment to it by telling the full emotional story through a video or through a transparent walkthrough that you receive from a 3D tour. Those are products that I feel the industry has not adopted enough of. Even post-pandemic, I still see the numbers not enough. Before the pandemic, I think nationally 6% of homes had a video associated with it. And that could be even lower by the slideshows that are worthless regurgitation of the photos they already saw. So I'm talking about investing in partners. Like we have in-house people. We also have partners of ours that at a very inexpensive cost, at a very high quality, provide those solutions to agents. And us as a broker pays for them so the agent does not have to worry about the costs of them. Because I never want to get between the client and the agent by saying the agent's going to be like, well, I don't afford it. Yeah. I don't think we should be doing that. Not because it's going to help sell the property, but it's just not worth it to me. That should never be. We have a responsibility to the seller to represent that home as best we can. And that's what a full service brokerage does. And that's what we provide. So at a moment's notice, an agent at Brown Harris Stevens should take advantage of those types of services. Obviously, taking photos of the home with the architectural photographer, going to a professional drafter, getting a floor plan, those are obviously important. Working in conjunction with our copywriters on a great story to tell about the home through copy.
And you have a program for staging as well. The company has a program for real staging. I'm not talking about virtual staging.
We have an amazing program called Curate by BHS, which is providing upfront payment for home preparation services. So if we're talking about staging, decluttering, redoing the floors, painting, the things that I think every person that's looking to sell their home should seriously consider.
Exactly.
Because right now what you're looking at is the best get a premium price in every market that we're in. Suburbs, even New York, we're almost in a seller's market right now because of the interest that we're getting from properties that are move-in ready. So if you can invest a little bit up front, you're going to get that money back in spades and not have to worry about the cost. we as an organization through our partnerships will cover the cost, get those services done, have it staged, have it decluttered, have it painted, maybe have the floors done, maybe have the windows washed. When someone walks through that door, it feels like a fresh, new, in some instances, sterile environment that people want to call home from day one. So many people don't want to look in there and say, well, I have to do this, and this.
Yeah, like I can't imagine if you were to get rid of that old furniture, I can't even imagine how my furniture would look here. So when you prepare the house properly,